Today we have a very special guest, a spiritual preacher, Sri Mahavishnu. Welcome, sir.
Graceful greetings.
So it's been a week since Pahalgam attack was happened. People have seen it from a religious angle. It has also been said that it is not necessary to see it in a religious angle. Before we begin, please share your perspective on this incident.
Let's discuss that later. Central government could have been more careful because Kashmir is supposed to be a more protected area. In such places, since Article 370 has been removed, we should have been more careful there. But error is something we can't avoid usually. It's known as an attack because we never expected.
Mhm.
Everyone has the focus on the attack, but to make that happen, they would have been planned for many years. Because the terrorist who was particularly responsible for the attack he is an important part in the Pakistan's army defense services. Since this has been planned for so many days, it is just an error from our side. So I think the government will be more careful from now on. And according to BJP, see, I am not an open BJP supporter or I am not openly supporting any other parties here. I'm viewing this incident as a common man. So I'm sharing this incident from my perspective and views. Usually parties like BJP, what they do is they give more importance to the defense of our country. Even from the beginning of time, there has been no compromise. You know our people. They have been eagerly waiting for an opportunity and now God has given us an opportunity. So that's it. It's as if it's been planned, well structured. I think Modi ji came back from Saudi only for this particular purpose to make a statement. India was already a strong country, but now it's like it has become more powerful and many country leaders are supporting the decisions taken by our leader. The two major superpowers that includes Russia and America has been standing as a support for us. And also in BRICS meeting, we have made some good friendship. China is in good terms with us and Kailash and Mansarovar Yatra has been open for us. Maybe they'll indirectly support Pakistan, but they are surely doing it only because of that Pakistan is acting like this. But they don't have the guts to stand against India. That's what I'm saying.
Most importantly, India has stopped certain activities here. For example, the water treaty has been signed was recently stopped due to the many attacks like Uri attack and Pulwama attack that has been happened. So when things like this started to happen, people started to question the country. Why the country is still supplying the water? This was a question raised by normal people and the core Hindutva people in the society. Now that the government has stopped providing the water, but some politicians says that this action also making them suffer. And the closure with the Wagah border has been condemned because Pakistanis have come here for their treatment. Even though India has given a deadline, still some of the politicians says this is wrong and this is not the right way to show the resistance. What is your view on these?
So my question is, what are we supposed to do now? See, anyone can give any number of ideas, but only when you're sitting there, you will know what kind of pressure is being put into by other countries. If we take intelligence report on what is the current situation in Pakistan and what kind of things they have done in the recent years to India, only the government has information, not the common people here. They have said we have stopped the water, now they have opened it. What will you do? Were you guys able to handle it? Actually, the thing is, we have to hit them psychologically. They have to feel the fear. Let the government do their things. You can't keep on criticizing everything. If you look at it, almost all the chief ministers in India are supporting only our PM Modi. So whatever the decision the Prime Minister takes, the chief ministers are ready to accept the terms and conditions. You have to accept the fact that many Pakistani soldiers have been resigning now. Yes. Many soldiers and officers have resigned their jobs. More than 250 members. I watched a recent video and one soldier was crying like in Vadivel comedy that what kind of situation I am in, that I don't want to be a soldier, I don't want to be here. They are forcing them. There is a saying in English, blood is thicker than water. India's power has been known. The war has not yet been started. You should know that India's intention is not to begin a war. Know that. For almost 30 years, it is our country that has been growing the threat of terrorism. Their defense minister has accepted this. Now say, what more proof do we need? Even if their country accepts the fact that they are the terrorists, then what our people will say is, no, they are pure souls. Pakistan is a harmless country. You are asking whether we should completely stop the water there. Basically, I am not interested in that because I am myself a human being in nature. Have we completely stopped? Is there a ruckus?
Right.
Has people died there? The decision is not yet final, and how can you get into a conclusion? There may be a change in government's plan. Other than Indus Water Treaty, there can be some other plans. Only recently, almost 5 lakh soldiers have been stationed from Kashmir to Punjab. And not just that, even in Afghanistan, there is
Of
opposition against
course.
Pakistan. The Taliban have opposed against Pakistan's actions. Baluchistan army has almost shot down 40 Pakistan soldiers recently. If you know, before few days, a Pakistan soldier was shot down by a tank when it was traveling on the road. What I am concluding here is people have started to show their anger on Pakistan. The defense minister is stating that for the past 30 years, we have been cultivating terrorism with the support of America and other major countries. Now, the same situation is out of control and I don't know what to do. That was his statement recently. So, here the question is why the particular person was not asked by any other countries regarding this. So, everyone knows the truth, but no one's there to question.
Even a senator has given a statement that India will be captured and they will build a Baba Masjid. It is a strong statement given as if they are ready for
No,
war.
what I'm saying is you can construct Babar Masjid or any other masjid, but just get the permission.
Mm.
You are getting my point, right?
Yes, yes.
You can build anything, but Indian government has certain laws. And Indian government has some airspace also. Our Indian government has its own sovereign, a proverb, a principle, and a rule. If you are ready to accept this, you can build how many ever mosque you want. We're not gonna say no. You got it? But only through conquer we'll build these things. That's a wrong statement.
Mm.
So if you're going to talk such things and make use of words, then you'll face the consequences. I love Islam religion and most of my people know that. Whatever the lessons the particular religion teaches, I really love that. Principles of Muhammad, I really love them and I follow it. But that doesn't mean people can say the name of Allah and they can come here and threaten the children and the tourists that are coming here. And reciting the name of Allahu Akbar and killing will not be accepted here.
As you said, particular statement has to be talked told because all the Muslims are not terrorists, but unfortunately, most of the terrorists are found in Islam. What they are asking is this what Allah has preached, or is this what Quran is saying? Or from when this has been started as a preaching? Who taught them this is Azadi? That is, freedom as per the language of them. Moreover, they have started to fight for Azadi in an immoral way. The question is, does Quran is actually preaching the terrorism or who else cultivated the terrorism?
What do you think is terrorism? Terrorism is nothing but someone with obsessive thought on a particular matter. So if I'm having excessive obsession over love, then I'm a love terrorist. If I'm obsessive over a statement, then I'm a statement terrorist. And if I'm obsessive over religion, I'm a religious terrorist. And if I'm obsessive over killing, then I'm definitely a terrorist who kills. So if I'm obsessive over something very madly, then that becomes terrorism. If you see, that's the disease here. Even I don't want to make this a statement, even you or me, that Islam people are the people who are cultivating terrorism here. But all the killing that are being committed here are being committed in the name of Islam. So what I'm coming to say is it's a humble request from me, but I don't have the brain to say it. But what my thoughts are, if someone is making mistakes in the name of my religion, the leaders related to my religion, the principle, the sovereignty, the people in higher position like religious minister or any other ministers related to it, or any other religious groups that are trying to protect our Hindu community, will try to ask them, why are you committing such nuisance acts? They have questioned then, they have questioned now, and they will keep on questioning in the future. That is how we function. I'm only trying to talk about humanism here. If an act of crime is being committed in the name of religion, why no one is trying to find out who is committing such crimes here? Okay, you guys are not ready to find who is doing these crimes, but at least let us try to find them. But people are portraying that India has a grudge against Pakistan. For all these years, we have been stating these issues. So where will you keep your face when your own self-defense minister has accepted the fact that Pakistan has been cultivating terrorism? How can I accept terrorism and how can I live with it? You see, I'm also a preacher of human compassion and an ardent deity of Valal Peruman. So, when someone is trying to shoot me, should I kneel before that guy who is coming to shoot and plead for my life, or should I take the gun and shoot at him? What should be my action? Just tell me. If he survives, he will take more lives. But if I survive, I will save lives. What should I do? You shall say. This is also compassion of living. Compassion of living is not just saving other lives, but also to keep
Yes, of
ourselves
course.
in safety. That is why people say if you're not able to protect, at least try to not harm others by your actions. The respected religion's leader should take care of. For example, OYC is a person who is giving some supportive talk here. I don't know. Suddenly he is talking very supportively. I couldn't get the meaning of his preaches because I don't have much of political knowledge regarding it. So I'm not aware of what he is trying to say. They have passed a Waqf Amendment Act and many people in their religion is supporting, and there are also people who are not supporting it. Why some people have accepted it and others have not? We know the reason for that. The question is, do you know it? If there is an error, fix it. If you can't fix the problem, let us at least try to fix the problem. See, foreign people visit our land with the belief on our CRPF people, our BSF people, our army, our navy, and our air force, and other lines of protection in our country. Now, people have come here and they have died. How are we supposed to accept this? We won't have any tourist again. Kashmir is an incredible tourist spot and I have been there. It is such a beautiful place and it looks like a mini Switzerland. I can't exaggerate more than this. When such a beautiful place has been attacked recently, then we have to make sure that an action is taken immediately as soon as possible. Even if the situation breaks into a war, there is no need to worry because India is extremely powerful and extremely diplomatic, extremely. Each and every move is calculated, and if they're trying to keep the first move, then understand that the final move has been decided. This might take time, but I'm extremely waiting for what kind of decision the government is gonna take, and I'm eagerly waiting.
As we are talking related to the border, I have a question to ask. It's regarding to your travel to Nepal, and you travel through roadways. So when you returned from Nepal, there was no immigration officers on the road, right? And this is a major issue. Then you interfered in this problem. Later, military officers came there. So this incident gave rise to a gossip that the military officials and Mahavishnu has some kind of relationship. What really happened there? And is it normal to have an immigration official's absence in that particular area?
I think this question comes from after watching one of my video on YouTube platform. I went on a Nepal trip by road, and when I was on my way back with my cameraman and a Malaysian citizen who is like a brother to me here. His facial features are a bit weird because he will have this ponytail in his head. During the trip, he had a haircut and the facial features were not matching. So the army officers were questioning us, and that time the immigration officers went. Imagine border security leaving their office by night 9 p.m. That is unbelievable because people will be there crossing 24 hours through bus and cars. When I was checking online, it showed 24/7, but they went early by 9 p.m. I had an urgent meeting and I had to travel from West Bengal to Siliguri border, which is around 20 kilometers. Because of this, I am being blocked in this path. If I go to Indian border, they will ask me for Nepal's exit seal, but for that I need an immigration officer here. The meeting was so important, I don't have any idea what to do because the immigration officer was also not there. So what to do? I have to call up an important person and ask for his help regarding the situation here. He didn't speak much, but he asked me to wait. After disconnecting the call, another special force came that was not BSF. They were also not paramilitary, but almost like 10 to 15 members of them came here and they just made some calls. And then an immigration officer came, and then another troop of commandos came and they gave me the exit seal. And after that, they asked me whether it is an arrest or detain. Then I just said nothing and we left. They got us into safety and we left with them. Generally, I don't post such things because it is like a show off and I don't want it. But at certain times we have to show our thanks to the others. That is the only reason why I posted this incident online. But the real fact is the soldiers that are functioning under the central government, let it be BSF, the army or air force, they are all functioning like without any compromise, they are protecting our border. No compromise, they are protecting too good, their service is too good, and such attacks are just an error. So life is a trial and error, and we have to rectify our mistakes by making these errors. So instead of accusation, we have to rectify them.
Okay. One more thing, just now you informed how sincere our army officers are in their duty and how they are serving. In this incident, what happened was there were people in Tamil Nadu who have given their opinion. Here, India is a country. More than that, India has been political shade apply over it. Cost of religion has been increased and this is causing a war politics. The reason behind this army and BJP have already joined hands and they have done many incidents repeatedly like this. And then they put the blame on Islam people. These are some of the comments that are openly asked. Now what I'm asking is, when incident like this happened, there might have been some flaws in the process. You would have already seen this, or maybe we can rectify this later. Instead of being united here, why there is a kind of vote bank politics is happening?
Of course, they are making use of this incident to play politics. One would be eagerly waiting to find mistakes. When there is an error in the system, people are shouting and criticizing it. I appreciate it. But when there is a time for unity, we have to stand united. Okay, mistakes have happened, you have criticized it. I appreciate it, but no one did this on purpose. Even Pakistan army themselves have admitted that they are involved in this particular mistake. People making use of these things to make politics, that's not advisable from me. See, the enemy themselves have accepted that they are the terrorist. He accepts that he is a terrorist and he has been cultivating terrorism for the past 30 years. What is the need for our people to give support to them? In these critical times, we have to stand with our country and not follow politics. We should follow patriotism and we have to think like that. Well, shall we do some other thing? Pakistan has committed an offense and BJP government will do nothing and stand still. But if some other party handles the situation, is that okay for you?
There is also another issue in Karnataka and some other states, people showing their opposition to Pakistan by drawing flags and putting stickers on roads that certain Islam people living there have asked them not to do these actions. Why every Islam people are being connected to Pakistan? They are asking us, they are living here, they are being here, they are using resources, everything from here. Why these people living here and supporting in another country? And the enemy's country's flag is stomped here. The people who are staying here, they are supporting that enemy country's flag and they are raising a concern. Isn't it a mismatch?
Okay, let me ask one question here to all Pakistanis. When we stomped your flag, it hurts you. The same happened when you killed a person. If you're saying that hurts, then I'll say it's just a color paper to me. I haven't showed such behavior till now. Who made me do such things? That's the real question here. Am I a lunatic to put Pakistan's flag down and daily play football with it? Don't I have any other job? See, we have been silent even when other countries spoke about you. But the same me has stomped your flag today. So who has forced me to do such things? Do you still want us to pamper you?
So no, actually they are not Pakistanis. They are Indian people who are Islam people. They are raising concern over this. So why do they not have concern over our own nation in comparison with enemy's nation?
Every individual can choose to whom to show their own loyalty. When this loyalty goes against the government laws, then the national security will take action. I hope you get my point. You can show your loyalty to anyone. That is not the concern here. When you go opposite to the government or against the government, when it's against the compliance with the Tamil Nadu Government Act or Indian Government Act, if it's against the Indian National Defense System, then surely the government has to take necessary action. Okay?
When you are speaking, you said how to give proper retaliation to Pakistan. But surely you have something in your mind, right? After the Pulwama attack, Pakistan has been continuously pestering us and keep on attacking India. So what kind of reply will you expect from India? Not in the sense of battle, but a proper retaliation.
Obviously, fear. Fear should be there. I have already spoken about fear and different types of fear. This is the fear of national security.
Everyone, including Pakistan, knows how our Prime Minister has connection with major countries, how they respect our Prime Minister. Right now, the condition of Pakistan is really crucial because they know if they attack India, they also know how other countries will join with India and contribute to the fight. Even after knowing this, how can they make such a drastic move?
This is not the time to take planned action. The switch has already been turned on. We are doing these actions because they are not able to control it. Somewhere the funding would have happened. Sometimes somebody would have told them to do this and they have done it now. I hope you understand what I'm saying because this is not planned, but it is something that has randomly happened. They did not expect it. According to my prediction, they have not expected such a big reaction. Their huge miscalculation was that China would support them till the end from the back. But they did not give them a big commitment. And that is a huge drawback for Pakistan. And secondly, they expected Turkey to support them, but Turkey never actually supported them. But they expected Turkey's support. But our people cleverly bought the support from Greece because who is an opposition to Turkey? Oh, so you're planning to attack with Turkey. Okay, let me bring Greece. If you are attacking like that, okay, let me take this route. It's a tit for tat. Our foreign minister Jaishankar cannot be beaten. You know, even if you know 1,000 tactics in politics, you can't beat the intelligence of that man. And also Ajit Doval. He used to live there with Pakistani people. He was in undercover there. He lived with the people. He understood the culture and tried to learn completely about the terrorism. He is a master in the particular skillful content and he is also training people to become like him. Primarily, Ajit Doval itself is a very big thing. Then there is Amit Shah ji and Narendra Modi ji. This is like an ultimate trio. Pakistan is now in a big trap. Now the only way out for them is only God can save them. Only the God can bless Pakistan to be Pakistan. To sense of my knowledge, I am saying Pakistan won't be a single country anymore. It will possibly be split into at least 2 different countries if God helps them to survive.
We are grateful you have shared all your opinions. Thank you.
Thank you and my well wishes.